Now, I was toying with the idea of just, at this point in the season, just clamping down and just discontinuing predictions and post-game videos for the rest of the season because, seriously, I mean, what the fuck do you want me to say at this point? You know, like, here's the post-game video for the Colt game. You ready? Jets should have won. They had the fucking game won. They should have won. There's the fucking post-game video. I don't know what the fuck else to say. Breece Hall had a good game. That kicker, he did well. So it was nice to see a kicker make some kicks for once. But other than that, what the fuck do you want to say about this game? They had the game won. They kicked that field goal. There's like a fucking minute left in the game. How do you let the Colts just walk down the field and score a touchdown to win? So, I mean, listen, I've said it before. You said you were going to stay committed to the channel no matter what. Put the weekly videos out no matter what. So, I'm going to continue doing these post-game and prediction videos all the way to the end. Fuck it. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to be pretty fucking short. But I will stay committed. And, you know, I'm sure in these videos I'll be weaving in some other shit to talk about. And now we have to keep an eye on the GM situation. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into that here. I just made a whole fucking video about it, which is fucking crazy that they fired that guy. So if you want, check it out. It's where I talk about my thoughts about Douglas and, you know, the whole, what I feel is like another shocker. Did you think they were going to fire Douglas now? I didn't even know if they were going to fire him, period, because I never thought he was really that bad of a GM. So again, watch that video if you want more thoughts on the Douglas situation. And as far as the post-game for the Colt game, another fucking game. The Jets just let it slip out of their hands. I mean, they had this game won. And you know what's funny is, like I said, I'm going to make this quick because these videos can't be long at this point. But if you watch that playoff video I made, which now is a complete fucking joke. I mean, I almost feel like taking the thing down because it's just making me look like a total fucking fool at this point. But if you look at that playoff video, all right? In that playoff video, I said I gave them like a scenario where they could still possibly make the playoffs, right? Including the Houston game, they had 9 games left, I said, right? I said they had to go, in those last 9, they had to go 8-1 if they wanted to make the playoffs. Maybe they can go 7-2. Maybe they can lose 2 games in the last 9 and just possibly get into the playoffs, right? That was the whole structure of that video. So they beat Houston. They're 1-0, right? Now, in that video, I said they can't lose at most more than 2 games. So they beat Houston. They're 1-0 in the last 9. And then what do? They come out and just fucking lose 2 in a row. So they've exhausted their 2-loss fucking cushion, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's like leeway, whatever. We'll call it a cushion, all right? They had a 2-game cushion where they could have lost 2 games in the last 9 and still had a shot. But I also said in that video, you got to beat the Cardinals and you got to beat the Colts right off the bat. You can't lose those 2 games and have this be a realistic scenario. So what do the Jets do? They get blown out by the Cardinals, and then they lose a fucking game to the Colts where they had it won. So that's it. It's a wrap for this fucking season, I think now. You could officially say it's a wrap. So, but I'm going to stay committed. And like I said, we'll just see how it. I don't even know what kind of state I'll be in making these videos in another few weeks, man. I really don't. Like, I don't know what kind of fucking like mindset I'll have making these things. So that alone will be interesting, just to see what I can garner up to make myself sit here and make another post game video or a prediction video about what? Like what the fuck do you want me to predict at this point? It's a joke. It's a fucking joke, man. This season is now officially, it's a fucking circus. That's what it is, man. I don't think I can ever recall such a fucked up Jet season, man. Seriously, man. I mean, when's the last time you saw a fucking coach and a GM get fired mid-season? Like, it's fucking crazy. So, we'll have to keep an eye on that. And we got time for the big prediction video for the next game. I think it's the Seahawks. It'll be fun to watch Geno come into town and fucking... I hope he's got a big chip on his shoulder and he wrecks the Jets. At this point, that's just, that's how I feel at this point. Just embarrass them at this point because, what else do you want me to say here? I mean, it's how it goes at this point. You just want them to fucking lose and it doesn't matter because if they lose and they get a good draft pick, it doesn't matter. They'll draft another Donald and he'll suck for 3 years and go off and become a fucking MVP on another team. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter as far as the draft goes either. So, that's it, man. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see where these videos go from here on in. All right.